My next guests have a crypto trading philosophy that they say limits risk. Yogesh Srihari is the CEO of LiquidEX. James Sowers is a blockchain strategy advisor and angel investor. And Chris Bukowski is the co-founder and CEO of KCM Create, blockchain advocate, and The Bachelor. Not the only one, but a pretty well-known one. Gentlemen, welcome to New to the Street Exploring the Block.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's our pleasure. So Yogesh, explain LiquidEX, how it works for people just tuning in, what you guys are doing in the blockchain, and how you guys are different from everybody else.
LiquidEX is a cross-chain trustless exchange, meaning so there are a lot of centralized exchanges. Centralized exchanges, you can trade all kinds of assets, but the problem with centralized exchanges are because they have private keys. They store your private keys. In other words, they store your funds. So if someone steals your private key, it is gone. There's nothing backing it. But we are a trustless exchange. That means that we are not holding anyone's funds. They hold their own funds. And we can trade all kinds of digital assets.
Now, James, they're different from everybody else in the space when it comes to doing the cross-trading, the cross-platforms.
Right, it's revolutionary because they've came up with a concept with collators, which I kind of think is collateral. So theoretically, you can take an ERC20 token and trade it for Bitcoin or Litecoin. Or you could even take something like a stock like Facebook. You just create the pair, BTC/FB.
Chris, what do you think about what they're doing here?
I'm totally on board with what they're doing. Still learning more, as you're speaking about it, but I'm definitely on board.
Now, LiquidEX has a suite of products and services. What's been happening since you were here last time?
We are, I think, on course for launching LiquidEX Bridge. Bridge is a small component of the entire LiquidEX exchange. Bridge enables the existing decentralized exchanges on Ethereum to trade basically, you can actually be trading Bitcoin with existing ERC20 tokens. And you can do that on the existing exchanges without any changes. And that's what the LiquidEX Bridge is. It's connecting other exchanges.
So LiquidEX is becoming a virtual disruptor because I'm sure the other exchanges want to have all the business confined to them.
Yeah, so I think it's more of a community tool where it's good for the community to be able to trade other assets on Ethereum.
That was my next question. When does it launch? And tell me the assets that are going to be supported in the initial release.
We are hoping to launch on September 15th, the first alpha launch. And we're going to support Bitcoin, Litecoin, mostly clones of Bitcoin, Zcash, maybe Bcash. And yeah, so these are the initial set of assets. And yeah, that can be traded against ERC20 tokens that are already there on exchanges.
Now, James, there's a lot of crypto out there. There's a lot of different currencies. How do you separate the haves from the have-nots? What's going to be here later and what's going to go away?
Right, it's kind of hard, but the way I look at it is you got to look at the team and the founders. So like in Yoga's case, he's very technical. He understands the tech. He's working really hard on building this. This is his life's work. So it's kind of different when someone just has a white paper and launches a crypto, and even if they get on an exchange, there's over 1,800 cryptos on exchanges. There's over 96,000 smart contracts out there that may never end up on exchanges.
Now, Chris, you're listening to all this. How do you market this to somebody just looking in and saying, I want to get involved? What am I doing here?
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's still tough, and I think James and I are very similar. And when he mentioned that, you look at the founders and the teams. I invest in the founder as well. You can invest in someone's drive and stuff like that.
And LiquidEX makes money. They make revenue different ways. Explain a couple of the ways.
LiquidEX makes money through, first is you can be collators. Collators are like miners, if you don't know what collators are.
That's what I want to know, what they are and why are they important.
So collators are economically bonded entities on our system. Collators are not traders. Collators are anyone who wants to run the system. They're like miners, essentially. And they make a specific amount of fees for each trades, deposits, and withdrawals. That's one way. And second way is actually we can build up interfaces, software libraries for other people to be collators.
Now, this is super important. In fact, it could be the most important issue with any exchange, be it equities or crypto, and that is liquidity. You have to be able to move what you want to move when you want to move it. How do you guys ensure that you're able to move it on LiquidEX?
One of the reasons we named the company LiquidEX is because there is lacking in liquidity in all decentralized exchanges. So we are working on partnering with liquidity providers. Liquidity providers are the way to go. Having liquidity to buy any amount of Bitcoin, anyone who comes to exchange, they should be able to buy the Bitcoin without moving the market.
Absolutely. Last question. What advice do you have to someone who's looking to invest in cryptocurrency who has no idea about what they're getting into, because it could be daunting?
What I would say is look at the team, look at the founders, look at the technology, and as James was mentioning, just evaluate those for yourself and ask for advice from other technical founders. And that way you can see if they have a token, does it make sense, and is it going to exist in the next 5 years? So those questions, those fundamental questions, essentially.
Excellent. So if people want to learn more about LiquidX, the website is?
LQDEX.com.
Yogesh, CEO of LiquidX, James Sowers, blockchain strategy advisor and angel investor, and Chris Bukowski, bachelor, and you are also getting into the world of crypto. Thank you very much, all of you, for joining us here on New to the Street, Exploring the Block. Thanks for being here. Come back and talk to us again.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
It's our pleasure. If you would like more information on New to the Street and Exploring the Block, you can visit newtothestreet.com or exploringtheblock.com, spelled B-L-O-C-K, and on either site just click Contact Us and follow the instructions, or you can talk to a live person. We have them too. Just call area code 631-465-0280. That's a wrap for all of us here at New to the Street and Exploring the Block. We'll see you next time. I'm Ken F. Saroff. Thanks for watching.